Hello and welcome to Quick Charge by Electrek. I'm Mikey G, and it's Wednesday, April 19th. We have quite a bit of Tesla news today. They have cut prices again, given updates on the Cybertruck, and much more. So let's jump in. Tesla released their financial results and shareholder letter for the first quarter of 2023. They met on expectations and impressed with gross margins. The Wall Street consensus for the quarter was $23.617 billion in revenue and earnings of 85 cents per share. Tesla reported $23.3 billion in revenue and earnings at 85 cents per share, so pretty much spot on. The biggest news is likely the fact that the company managed to retain its industry-leading margins at 19.3% gross margins. This is despite the first wave of price cuts affecting the quarter. Some were worried that Tesla would lose a hefty amount of those margins, but compared to the previous quarter reporting 16%, looks like things are going up. Also, from the desk of Elon Musk, the announcement came that Tesla is planning to hold a Cybertruck delivery event at the end of the third quarter. This would be the first ceremonial delivery of the highly anticipated truck, coming by the end of September. This is the most precise timing that we've had so far. Musk also said that reservation holders should expect to get an update on the specs and pricing at the event. Hopefully, they tell the first customer how much it will cost before they take it. The team at Tesla also shared pictures of the production line of the Cybertruck, saying that tooling is on track and they are producing alpha versions. And moving on to other vehicle programs, wouldn't you know it, Tesla has implemented another wave of price cuts for the Model 3 and Model Y. It's the second time this month. The Model 3 standard range rear-wheel drive, the cheapest vehicle, went from $41,990 to $39,990. While this is exciting news, it does contrast to the vehicle recently losing access to the full federal tax credit. But the Model Y also saw reductions, to the tune of $3,000 off each trim level. The long-range Model Y now starts at $49,990. This is quite the drastic cut considering that not quite a year ago, the same long-range version was $16,000 more expensive. Now, in Electrek's take, despite some of the staunchest Tesla fans or investors trying to make us believe that it's all part of Tesla's mission to make EVs more affordable, these price cuts are indeed due to demand going down. During 2021 and 22, Tesla steadily increased prices, and also Elon Musk became more of a sideline character and began to occupy the public and political discourse in ways that negatively affected Tesla's reputation. During this entire time, Gigafactory Berlin and Texas came online, adding to Tesla's supply. Tesla's goal is to sell all the vehicles that they produce, and if they could sell them for a higher price, like they have in the past, then they totally would. There are no doubt cost improvements coming to the vehicles, but $16,000 worth on the Model Y, amounting to 24% in 10 months, doesn't seem terribly likely. In a bit of news from Tesla's energy division, they report a massive increase in energy storage deployment, an increase of 360% year over year, up to 3.9 gigawatt hours in the first quarter. Tesla recently announced a doubling of their Megapack production, with the facility planned to be up and running by the end of this year. The energy storage business is slowly starting to become a larger part of the overall Tesla business, with just over $1.5 billion in revenue last quarter. And in the last bit of news from Tesla, they have hired a new top lawyer to lead its hardcore litigation team. Brian Jazeri, a longtime partner at Morgan, Lewis & Bockius LLP, one of the largest law firms in North America, has now taken the role. And in a small update to a previous story, Volkswagen's paperwork was accepted and their electric vehicles have been added to the list of full federal tax credit recipients, which at the moment is pretty much just the ID4. But before you get out that checkbook, also consider this story. Lightyear is auctioning off their assets as part of their restructuring, and now is the time to buy a solar electric vehicle prototype. This past January, the original iteration of Lightyear declared bankruptcy, relinquishing its business to a Dutch legal and tax firm. We have a link on our site where you can check out the auction, where a vehicle is currently on bid for €24,000. Rivian plans on opening up its small charger network to electric vehicles from other brands. While most automakers rely on third-party operators, Rivian has taken a similar approach to Tesla by building their own EV charging network, and they call it the Adventure Charging Network. Although it's still in the early stages of deployment, Rivian plans to have around 600 stations with 3,500 fast chargers in the U.S. within the next 2 years. They're going to be prioritizing connecting the East and West Coast. Both the company's CEO and CFO have made public statements about this, although the CFO said that it could be open as soon as 2024. A few more electric cars to showcase from the Shanghai Auto Show and the Automobile Council. First is the concept AIM EV Sport 01. AIM is the company which is best known for developing engines for endurance races like Le Mans, but this roadster vehicle takes design features from fan-favorite Nissan models like the 350Z, but with a hint of the Porsche Carrera GT. Also, Maserati, under the parent company Stellantis, unveiled a fully electric SUV called the Gran Turismo Folgore. This one actually has some detail to report, with an 800-volt battery system powering three 300-kilowatt electric motors, delivering up to 750 horsepower and 1,300 newton-meters of torque, 0 to 60 in 2.7 seconds, and 279 miles of range. Price starts around $170,000. I think I'm going to buy 2 of those. And also, Volkswagen showed its new ID. Next electric sedan concept for the Chinese market. It'll be made in a joint venture between Chinese state-owned automaker SAIC Motor and, of course, Volkswagen. And it clearly resembles the Volkswagen's newly released ID.7 sedan for other markets. In today's community comment found on YouTube, Robert Biggs says, "Go to Tesla." Good advice, Robert. With the price drop, a lot of people will undoubtedly be going to Tesla. Myself, I bought an electric car around the peak of Tesla's pricing, and therefore it really wasn't an option for my budget. The Model Y had a starting price that was already well over the fully loaded price for the competition, and without the federal tax credit at the time, I really couldn't consider a Tesla for my growing family. But now, 1 year later, I'm starting to grow a suspicious mind. So let me ask you, comment section, particularly those of you who've had a Tesla and some other car, price and all that stuff aside, what benefits do you think I would experience from owning a Tesla over the current vehicle, the Ioniq 5, that I'm driving now? I would like to hear your take. Thanks for your comments, upcoming I suppose, and thanks for watching Quick Charge by Electrek. I'm Mikey G, and I hope you have a great day.